Hey you guys, welcome to YouTube. Today, I'm gonna go over the Firefly Sauna. We were lucky enough to receive a Firefly Sauna, and it is just incredible. So, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the sauna, and then we're gonna head into a recovery workout that'll make you feel fabulous after that great recovery session in the sauna. Creating recovery space at home has become really important to me. This is our Firefly Sauna setup in the backyard, and it's honestly been such a great addition to our routine. My husband and son had it set up in under 30 minutes. It was easier than I thought it would be, not complicated at all. We lit the wood stove and did the first burn to get everything ready. The heat builds pretty quickly, and right away you can tell it's solid and really well made. Lately I've been thinking a lot about recovery because it really matters just as much as the workouts do. And then we got our first snowfall. It was freezing outside, but sitting in the sauna while snow was coming down, well, that was next level. You step outside and it's icy. Then you come back in and this deep wood-fired warmth, it just really makes you breathe differently. You feel your shoulders drop. It's just really good. When the stones get hot and you pour water over them, you get the rush of steam, and it hits in the best way. When it's fully going, this sauna can reach around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so you're getting the true traditional wood-fired experience. Sauna sessions like this can help with circulation, muscle recovery, stress, and all the things we're working toward when we train hard. And honestly, I just love how it looks in our backyard. It feels cozy. It feels intentional, like we created our own little retreat space at home. I'm really grateful we added this, especially during the colder months. So now that you're warm and relaxed, let's move into a sauna-inspired recovery stretch and workout. Let's flow together. Hey you guys, all right, I hope you had a wonderful session in the Firefly Sauna. That is so important to release those toxins from the body, so don't miss a session. But now I'm gonna give you a nice cool down recovery session that you can do after, okay? So join me at one end of your space. You can be on a mat or just a comfortable surface to work on. You just need yourself, body weight only. Feet are grounded underneath your hips. I just want you to take a nice big breath. Stand tall. Think about your sternum over your pubic bone. You're gonna inhale breath into your rib cage. So I want you to think about your ribs going wide. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale all that air out. Give me one more just like that. Big inhale, ribs go wide. Exhale all that air out. Beautiful. Arms are long by your side. Inhale those arms up and overhead, finding length out of the pelvis. Fingertips are reaching for the sky. I want you to go ahead and nod your chin and start the rounding of your spine from the base of your skull. Draw your belly button up and in as you go so you feel a rounding through your middle spine. That's your thoracic spine. And then you're rolling all the way down to the floor and hold. Release any tension in your toes. Okay, if they're gripping the floor, try to relax that. If your knees are locked out, try to soften them. Okay, if your knees have a bend, give me a little more breath into the backside of that knee. Okay, when you're ready, you're gonna walk all the way out to a plank position. So walking on your hands, you're gonna get those hands underneath your shoulders. Spread all 10 fingers out nice and wide. Find that suction cup at the center of the palm. Okay, on your exhale, you're gonna reach your sitting bones up and back for a pike. You're gonna bow your head between your biceps, reach your heels for the floor, lengthening through the back line of the leg. Your heels may not touch, that's okay. I just want you to find that reach through the center of the heel. And then you're gonna lift your heel and roll through your spine back to your plank, but don't stay there. Continue to let the hips come to the floor. Relax your toes. Your legs are hips width apart. You're pressing through your palms, and I want you to actively open up your collarbone. You are in up dog. Now, if this is too intense right now, go ahead and soften your elbows. All right, you get some nice tricep work there as well. All right, open up that collarbone gently looking forward. We're gonna reverse all the way through. So you're gonna turn your toes under, come back to your plank. Lift your hips up and back. Find that down dog position. You are looking at your toes, so your ears are between your biceps, right? Reach your heels for the floor. Find that stretch through the back calf, the Achilles. Lift your heel, roll through the length of your spine. Continue to let your hips come to the floor and open into up dog. Toes are relaxed. Collarbone is broad. Your sternum is shooting forward like a beam of light. Let's reverse it through. Turn your toes under, come back to your plank. Lift your hips up and back. Find that down dog. Good. Heels reach for the floor. Roll through the length of your spine. Continue to let your hips drop. Let your collarbone open. Again, one more time. Toes turned under. Find your plank. Press up and back to your down dog. Heels to the floor. Straight down. Try to keep those toes pointing forward. Good. Lift your heels. Roll through the length of your spine. Continue into your up dog. Good. Now you're going to turn your toes under, come back to your plank and stay there. We're going to find a pounce position. So you're going to bend your knees so that your shoulders slide away from your palms and you sit back into your hips. Now inhale, come forward to your plank. Do it again. Press back into your hips and forward to your plank. Stay there. Take your right hand and move it closer towards the middle of your body. Take your right foot, give me a big step forward. You are now in a runner's lunge. Okay, that inside arm is your right arm. You're gonna take that arm and you're gonna inhale it up towards the sky. Look at your fingertips as they go there. That's a big inhale breath. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, stay here. I want you to take your right leg now and you're gonna open up the back of the knee as your hips shift back. You're gonna bow your head again between your biceps. So you're opening into a hamstring stretch on that right leg. All right, think about your right hip reaching back as your left hip reaches forward. So the hips stay square. Okay, come back to your runner's lunge and step that right leg back to plank. Okay, let's do the other side. Left hand moves towards the middle of your body. Step that left foot forward, big step. Hold. Your inside arm is your left arm now. Inhale that left arm up to the ceiling with a twist. Look at it as it goes there. Find that rotation through the thoracic spine. Exhale, bring it back to the floor. Good. Again, inhale that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Go ahead and straighten the left leg as you shift your hips back and bow your head between your biceps. You may feel a difference in the body from one side to the other. Be aware of it. Take note of it. You can't change it right now, but we can be aware of our body and we can train those compensations. Okay, so think about it. Okay, hold it there, breathe. Come forward to your runner's lunge and step that left leg back. We're gonna do one more each side. Take your right hand, move it to the midline. Step that right leg forward, hold. Sink into that runner's lunge. Open up the front of the left hip. Okay, now your right arm, the inside arm, is gonna inhale up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, one more. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Straighten that right leg. Open the back of the right knee by breathing into the back of the knee joint. Direct your breath there. Sometimes it helps if you close your eyes. Okay, send that right hip back. Keep breathing into the back of the knee. Hold for 3, for 2. Come back to your runner's lunge. Send that right leg all the way back to plank. Right hand shifts back under the shoulder. Left hand to the midline. Step that left foot forward, hold. Good, sink into that. Open up the front of the right hip now, just a little bit more. Good, inhale that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now, straighten that left leg by shifting the hips up and back. Send the left hip bone back. Okay, breathe into the back of that left knee. Try to get it as straight as possible. Hold and breathe. Again, we're directing our breath, so sometimes it helps to close the eyes to just focus on where that breath needs to go. Okay, for 3, for 2. Come back to your runner's lunge. Good, step that left leg back. Hold your plank. We're gonna come all the way down to our stomach. So nice and slow. You're gonna bend your elbows wide like a push-up. Okay, they track at a 45 off the shoulder. Chest comes all the way down. Relax your toes. Your legs are still hips width apart. Okay, now from here, arms are gonna come long by your side, palms up. Now, in this prone position, I want you to open up your collarbone. So try not to let the shoulders round and dump forward. Keep the collarbone wide, kind of like a coat hanger. All right, think about your ribs narrowing and your belly button hovering off the floor. All right, because that way you're gonna have an engaged core when we get going here. On your inhale, you're gonna lift your chest and your arms and your legs. All right, so we're gonna find a little extension. Inhale, you're gonna lift into that back extension, hold. Now your arms, the palms are up. You're gonna bring your arms overhead. Inhale, arms come overhead, and we're gonna have the palms face down when they are overhead. Bring them all the way back by your side body, palms up, and lower your extension. Okay, we're gonna do that again. I'm gonna move back a little bit away from my wall. Okay, here we go. On your inhale, collarbones wide, ribs are narrow, belly button is hovering, toes are pointed. Inhale, lift and hold. Arms circle up and around overhead. Circle them around and back, palms up and lower. Good, 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms around overhead, palms down. Circle them around and back, palms up and lower. 1 more time just like that. Inhale, lift and overhead. Hold here, hold here. You're gonna bring your elbows down and back towards your hips. Keep your extension. Inhale, press them overhead. I'm looking at the top of my mat. Okay, so I keep the back of my neck long. Elbows pulled down towards the back of my hip and forward overhead, biceps frame the ears. 2 more. Pull down and back. Inhale overhead. Last one. Exhale down and back. And press overhead. Circle the arms around to your side again, palms up, the way we started. And lower your extension. Go ahead and flip onto your back for me. All right, flip it over. Beautiful. Okay, you're on your back now. Knees bent, feet flat. Your legs are still hips width apart, okay? Open up your collarbone, arms are long by your side. We're gonna open up the pelvis here. So on your inhale, you're gonna bridge, taking your tailbone straight up off the floor. So I want you to just open up your seat crease where the leg meets the hip. That's all I want you to think about. Keep your collarbone wide as you do that. Okay, and then lower back down with control, okay? Adjust your stance. You wanna make sure your heels are not too far away so you have the support through your feet, okay? Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Okay, there are different ways to get into different muscle groups here, but right here I want you to have the support of your lower half, okay? Through the feet, through the legs, to lift. We're not gonna overly strain the hamstring, okay? Press up, all 10 toes are down. I want you to keep trying to open your shoulders nice and wide and lower. 3 more. Inhale, press. There'll be a natural contraction of the glute. I don't need you to force a squeeze. Just open the hips. You'll feel the sitting bones come together. You'll feel the glute max turn on and the hamstrings, and then we lower. Last one, I want you to hold this one up there. Lift and hold. Okay, now your left foot's gonna stay on the floor. All right, but your right leg, you're gonna extend the right leg off the hip. Lift that right leg up towards the sky and just hold for a second. Okay, try to level off your hips. You're pressing solid through your left foot. Bend the right knee, so the leg that's in the air, bend that knee. And now you're gonna lace the leg underneath your left leg. So reach it through. Open up the inner thigh, like you're opening the door, and lay that knee and shin down on the mat. Keep your hips up, but you've opened up that right side. So now my right leg, the one on the floor, is in external rotation. Inner thigh is pointing towards the ceiling. right? And I've laced that leg just underneath my left leg. Now we're gonna bring it back through. We're gonna bring the leg all the way back out to that extended position over the hip, and then we're gonna put it back down on the floor, okay? Don't lose your bridge unless you need to reset, okay? Keep the collarbone open, keep the hips extended, okay? And keep the chin, you're not looking at your knees, right? And you're not looking at the above you either. You're looking straight up, so keep space between the chin and chest. Okay, let's take that left leg and extend it off the hip. Now bring that left leg up and over the pelvis so it's nice and tall towards the sky. You're gonna feel a stretch, okay? Bend that left knee and then lace that leg underneath the right leg. Okay, my inner thigh will open towards the sky, but I'm keeping my hips off the floor. I've just lowered the knee and shin of that left leg. That is on the floor, and I feel supported there. Good, hold and breathe. Now you're gonna take that leg back out. We're gonna do it again on both sides. Take the leg back out, bring it up towards the sky, and then bend it to put it flat on the floor. Again, keep your bridge unless you need to reset. Right leg extends up towards the sky, hold. Bend the knee and lace it underneath the left thigh. Lay the shin down on the floor. Hold, feel that big stretch. Good. Bring the leg all the way back over the hip. So this movement is active recovery, right? Mobility and stretch. All right, so it's a great way to just get the body moving again after you've done that fantastic session in the sauna. Left leg goes up towards the sky, hold it. Okay, bend the knee, lace it underneath the right leg. Now, if you're looking for more workouts like this, check out my YouTube channel, okay? I have lots of recovery stretch workouts on there. I also have an on-demand platform. Lift that leg back up to the sky, bend it and put it down, and bring your hips all the way down. Okay, you're gonna hold on to the outer line of your leg, roll on up, and we're gonna stay in a seated position, all right? So I'm gonna turn forward to face you. You're gonna bring your legs out in front of you to start. Zip them up, toes pointed. Now, we're gonna come into a forward fold. But before I go there, what I was going to tell you is that I have an on-demand platform in addition to my YouTube channel. There's a lot more there. And I see you live 4 times a week. I also have strength workouts if you're looking to start lifting heavy weights. So check that out, okay? All right, here we go. Arms are gonna reach up and overhead. I want you to sit really tall on your sitting bones. Okay, lift up out of the low back. Think about someone pulling you with a puppet string from the crown of your head. Okay, it's not easy to sit this way, I know. Lots of postural strength. On your exhale, you're gonna roll down over your legs, okay? Think about, I don't need you to keep the hips completely upright, but I want you to think about if your pelvis was a bowl of water and you don't want the water to spill forward, can you keep the front of your pelvis tilted up so that that bowl of water stays nice and level and you create more space in your lumbar spine? Should feel great. You might not be able to reach as far, right? But you'll be able to feel the lengthening of the lower spine, and that's what I'm looking for, okay? And then you're gonna roll back up to a stacked position and bring your arms overhead. Let's do that again. Keep your pelvis like a bowl of water. Don't let it tip forward when you roll forward, okay? Not so easy to do, but I want you to actively think about it. Okay, exhale. Roll down, keep the bowl of water tilted upright so nothing spills. I'm looking at my knees, okay? I'm trying to keep the back of my neck long as well. My arms are reaching for my legs, but not going quite as far as I might be able to without letting the pelvis move, right? My pelvis is sturdy. I feel nice length in the lumbar spine. And then roll it back up and stack the spine, arms overhead. Now, bring your arms to a T and take your legs into a V. A little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? I'm gonna have you flex your feet for this one, but I don't want you to flex so strong that your heels pop off the floor. Keep your heels grounded, okay? It's gonna give you another point of contact, another place for stability to come through. Sit tall on those sitting bones, okay? Arms are out in a T, just gently in front of your side seam. We're gonna twist, okay? We're gonna twist with a pulse, all right? So on your inhale, you're gonna twist to the left, pulse, and come back to center. Inhale to the right and pulse. Come back to center. I want you to think of that pulse like a wringing out of the rag, right? You've wrung the rag, now wring it a little tighter, okay? But I want you to grow a little taller at the same time. So let's do it again to the left. Inhale and wring it out, grow tall. Come back to center. Good, inhale right and wring it out. Use your breath. The exhale is the extra wring of that rag, okay? To the left. Exhale, back to center. One more time to the right. We're gonna add on to this. Okay, I want you to pulse to the left, but stay there, okay? So it's a twist and a pulse. Now my right pinky finger is gonna reach outside my left pinky toe. And remember that bowl of water we were talking about with the pelvis? Think about that now. Reach your opposite arm back, palm up, and come back to center. Now we're gonna do it to the right. It's a twist and pulse. And now my left pinky finger reaches for my right pinky toe. My right arm is reaching back, palm up. I keep my bowl of water nice and steady. And I come back to center, okay? Now that reach has a pulse too. So let's try to incorporate that now, okay? To the left, inhale, twist and pulse. Reach and pulse. Come back to center. Good, to the right. Inhale, pulse. Reach and pulse. Back to center. Two more each side. To the left. Inhale, pulse. Reach and pulse. Back to center. Good. To the right. Inhale, pulse. Reach and pulse. One more time each side. Good. Inhale, pulse. Reach and pulse. Last one to the right. Inhale. Exhale. And come back to center. Good, zip up your legs. Give me one more forward fold. Arms come up and overhead, big inhale. Exhale, this time I don't need you to keep that bowl of water upright. Go ahead and reach as far as you can in front of your toes. Grab onto wherever you can, whether that be your shin, your ankle, your feet, and just pull yourself into that forward fold. Breathing normally. Maybe think about directing your breath into your low back. Let everything settle for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Roll all the way back up. And guys, you are all set. That was your 20-minute recovery mobility workout. Fantastic for wrapping up that fantastic recovery session in the sauna. Beautiful package combined. Okay, so on those days when you know it's time, you've gone hard, it's time to reset, use this. I'll see you soon.